Yes, sir.
ओके ओके, अच्छा, so let's start. अच्छा, तो guys, complex number chapter, that we have already covered up to solving quadratic equations with negative discriminant, right? You remember that
Yes, sir.
if a discriminant of a quadratic equation is negative, d is negative, then how to find the two solutions of the quadratic equation? We have already covered all that. But let's
Yes,
go,
sir.
but let's just go over the important points, okay, from the beginning of the complex numbers chapter. Let's go over the important points for the sake of revision. Okay, the first point, let's discuss imaginary number. You already know what imaginary numbers are. Square root of negative, square roots of negative real numbers are called imaginary numbers, are called imaginary numbers. So for example, square roots of minus 5, square roots of minus 5. Obviously every number has two square root, so minus 5 will have two square roots. So what I said, that square roots of a negative real number, minus 5 is a negative real number, square roots of a negative real number, they are imaginary numbers. So square roots of minus 5 are imaginary numbers. What are they? One of them will be root over of minus 5, the other one will be minus root over of minus 5, right? Like this.
Yes, sir.
And this is called what? Root over of 5 into I, right? 5 root over, then root over of minus 1 is I, remember? And this
Yes,
one is
sir.
Yes, sir.
minus root
Yes.
5 I. This we have already covered. So these two are imaginary numbers. Okay. And then we have discussed how do imaginary numbers, how do they look like, or what do they look like? Imaginary numbers, what do they look like? Some real number into I, they look like this. An imaginary number, what does it look like, or what kind of number? Okay, if you see that number, you can directly say it is an imaginary number. Any real number into I is imaginary number. So root 5I, here root 5 is a real number into I, so it is an imaginary number. Here minus root 5 is a real number into I, so this is also an imaginary number. 0 is also an imaginary number, because 0 can be written as 0 into I, so 0 is also an imaginary number. Okay, that you know, 0 is also an imaginary number. In fact, 0 is both a real number and an imaginary number, purely real number and an imaginary number. We have already discussed this, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then we discussed about complex numbers. I told you that any number in the form of a plus ib, or can be expressed in this form, or can be expressed in this form, is called a complex number, where a comma b belong to R, मतलब a b, they are real numbers. So what I said, that any number which is in this form a plus ib, or which can be expressed in the form a plus ib. If it is directly in the form of a plus ib, it's okay, or if it can be expressed in the form of a plus ib, then it is called a complex number, where a and b are real numbers. For example, 5 plus 3i, here a is 5, b is 3, and both are real numbers. A, b have to be real number. Here a is 5 and b is 3, and both of them are real numbers, right? A, b real number. Minus 5 plus 3i, here a is minus 5, b is 3, they are also real numbers, right? A, b are real numbers. So these are examples of what? Complex number. This is a complex number, this is a complex number. 5 minus 3i, right? Here a is equal to 5 and b is equal to what? Minus 3, right?
Minus 3.
Because you see, this is actually not in standard form. This is actually not in standard form, because in standard form there is a plus between them, right? A plus ib. In standard form there is a
I
plus
plus
between
minus
them.
3.
So in
Yes,
order
sir.
to bring that plus into picture, what you do, you write it as 5 plus minus 3 into I. Now see here, a is 5 and b is what? Minus 3. So this is another complex number. Minus 5 minus 3i. Well, here a is your minus 5, b is your minus 3. Because actually this is not in standard form. You write it as minus 5 plus minus 3i. So a is minus 5, b is minus 3, and they are real numbers, right? A, b are real numbers. A, b have to be real numbers. Remember, a, b have to be real numbers. So these are your complex numbers, right?
Yes, sir.
What else we discussed? We also discussed that all real numbers are also complex numbers. All real numbers are also complex numbers, and they are called purely real complex numbers, and they are called purely real complex numbers. We have discussed that every real number is also a complex number, but vice versa is not true. So for example, I have a real number here 5. It is also a complex number, because I can write 5 as 5 plus 0i or 5 minus 0i. In both the cases, it is in standard form of complex number, right? So every real number is a complex number. Here a is equal to 5, b is equal to 0. Here a is equal to 5, b is equal to minus 0 is the same as 0. They are the same complex numbers. 0 is also a real number and 0 is also a complex number. Okay, you can write 0 as 0 plus 0i or 0 minus 0i or minus 0 plus 0i or minus 0 minus 0i. In all the four cases, a is 0, b is 0. Here also a is 0, b is minus 0 means same 0. Here a is minus 0 means same 0, b is 0. Here a is minus 0 means 0, b is also minus 0 means 0. Okay, so every real number can be expressed in the standard form of a complex number. That is why we shall say that every real number is also a what? A complex number, right?
Yes, sir.
And also we call them purely real complex numbers. Okay, remember, real numbers are also complex numbers, and we call them what? We call them purely real complex numbers. Real numbers are called purely real complex numbers. Let me tell you once again, real numbers are called purely real complex numbers. Clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Also we discussed that every imaginary number
Purely imaginary.
is a complex number, and is called a purely imaginary complex number. A purely imaginary complex number. Let's say there is an imaginary number, let's say 2i. 2i is an imaginary number, right? Because what does an imaginary number look like? Some real number times I. Remember, just I told you, some real
Yes,
number
sir.
times I. This is an imaginary number. Every imaginary number is also a complex number, and we call that a purely imaginary complex number. So this 2i here is a purely imaginary complex number, because I can write it as 0 plus 2i, where a is 0 and b is 2. So as you can see clearly, it is in standard form. So 2i is a complex number, and it is called a purely imaginary complex number. Minus 2i, 0 minus 2i, right? Here a is your 0 and b is what? Minus 2, right? It is a standard form. So every imaginary number is a purely imaginary complex number. Clear on this, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. You can take the screenshot if you want. This was for revision. You can also write it in your notebook. So for the sake of revision, take the screenshot. Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take it. Done. Okay. Take it. Done. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And next we discussed imaginary real part of a complex number and imaginary part of a complex number. Real part and imaginary part. Remember, we are using the word part. Real part and imaginary part of a complex number. So suppose a complex number is there, let z is equal, and yes, complex numbers are denoted by z, that you already know. So let z is equal to a plus ib. It is a complex number denoted by z. Let z is equal to a plus ib, where a and b are real numbers. Remember, a is called the real part of the complex number z. In short, we write it like this: re within bracket z. A is the real part of the complex number, and b is
Imaginary.
called the imaginary part of z. In short, we write it as im within bracket z. Okay, so a, b are the real. See, a complex number has two parts. Real part, imaginary part. A is the real part, b is the imaginary part. See, b is the imaginary part, not ib, because ib is the imaginary number. Imaginary part is the one that is multiplied with I. And remember, there should be a plus between them. If there is no plus between them, you have to introduce, then b, find out b. You get my point? So b is the imaginary part. So let's say z is equal to 2 plus 3i. What is the real part here?
2.
And what is the imaginary part? Guys, cooperate. What is the imaginary part? 3.
3.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And if your complex number z is equal to 2 minus 3i, so this is z1 and this is z2, suppose. And what will be the real part of z2? 2. And what will be the imaginary part of z2? Minus. Right?
Minus 3.
Oh, minus. You first you bring it to standard form, then only you can clearly see which one is the imaginary part. Minus 3 is the imaginary part. Okay, so remember. So this is all. Then what else we discussed? That a purely real complex number has imaginary part equal to 0. Has imaginary part equal to 0. एक प्योरली रियल कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का इमेजिनरी पार्ट 0 होता है. ओके, and what are purely real complex numbers? All real numbers are purely real complex numbers, right? All real numbers. We have already discussed it that all real numbers are also complex numbers and they are called purely real complex numbers. For example, let's say 2 is a real number and we shall say 2 is a purely real complex number. Because 2 can be written as 2 plus 0i. And what is the imaginary part here? 0, right?
Yes, sir.
So if the imaginary part of any complex number is equal to 0, then that is called a purely real complex number. If the imaginary part is 0, or if the imaginary part vanishes, right, then it is a purely real complex number. 0 is also a purely real complex number, right? Because 0 is equal to what? 0 plus 0i. And what is the imaginary part of 0 here?
0.
0. 0 is also a purely real complex number. Well, let's talk about purely imaginary complex numbers. Purely imaginary complex numbers. Well, any complex number with real part equal to 0. If any complex number has its real part equal to 0, then we say that is a purely imaginary complex number. For example, and what? Purely imaginary complex numbers are actually what? All imaginary numbers. All imaginary numbers. We have already discussed this, that if I give you any imaginary number, then that is a purely imaginary complex number. For example, 2i. 2i is an imaginary number and it is also a purely imaginary complex number, because 2i can be written as 0 plus 2i. What is the real part of 2i?
0.
0, right? So that's right. Well, 0 is also a purely imaginary complex number, because remember I just told you 0 is also an imaginary number. I told you 0 is also an imaginary number, remember, because 0 can be written as 0 into I. You get it? 0 is also an imaginary number, remember? So that is why 0 is also a purely imaginary complex number. Think about like this. 0 is equal to what? 0 plus 0i. What is the real part of 0? 0, right? So 0 is also purely imaginary complex number. So what did we learn? That a 0 is both a purely imaginary complex number and a purely real complex number, because both the real part and the imaginary part of 0 are 0, right? You get it? So 0 is both a purely imaginary complex number and a purely real complex number. So this much we had already discussed. Okay. Take the screenshot if you want. Take it. 1 second. Take it. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, take it. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. And this is just for extra information that I have already told you, that complex numbers, the set of letters, the set of all complex numbers is denoted by capital C. Is denoted by capital C. Questions will not come from this. Just remember that set of all complex number denoted by capital C. And obviously, set of real numbers, that is R, is a subset of set of complex numbers, because every real number is also a complex number, right? Every real number is a complex number.
Yes, sir.
And we say that complex number system is not a new number system actually. Complex number system is not a new number system. In fact, complex number system is just an extension of real number system. Why? Because all the real numbers are complex numbers, and those numbers which are not real, they are complex numbers. You see? So simply an extension of real number system, right? All real numbers are also complex numbers, and those numbers which are left out, they are what? Complex numbers. You get my point? So it is an extension simply, not an entirely new number system. Clear? Get it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this much we have discussed. Take the screenshot. Take it. Done?
Done, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Or-
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then let's come to conjugate and modulus of a complex number. Conjugate of a complex number. So let Z is equal to A plus IB is our complex number, where the real part of Z is A and the imaginary part of Z is B, and obviously they are real numbers. And yes, let me tell you one thing, do not forget that, never confuse imaginary part with imaginary number. Remember, imaginary part is a real number. Remember, imaginary part is a B is a real number. Imaginary part is a real number. Remember, imaginary part is a real number. Will you forget imaginary part is a real number?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Then conjugate of Z is equal to Z on top of it a bar. Okay, conjugate of Z is denoted by this, which is equal to A minus IB is equal to A minus IB, where the real part is the same as real part of Z conjugate. Real part of Z conjugate is the same as real part of Z A. The only difference is in the imaginary part. Imaginary part of Z conjugate here is minus B, which is actually negative of imaginary part of Z. You see, imaginary part of Z was B, but now imaginary part of Z conjugate is what? Minus B. Just you have to multiply minus with the imaginary part of Z in order to get the imaginary part of Z conjugate. You have to multiply minus with imaginary part of Z to get what? Imaginary part of Z conjugate. Clear? If it is B,
Yes, sir.
it's minus B.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's fine. So remember, very important, the real part of Z and the real part of its conjugate both are the same, but imaginary part of Z is equal to minus imaginary part of Z conjugate, and vice versa. Imaginary part of Z conjugate is equal to minus imaginary part of something. And also you can see for yourself here one important thing, that imaginary part of Z plus imaginary part of Z conjugate will be equal to what? What you can tell me?
Zero.
0, right?
Zero.
Right, bring it to this side, bring it to the left hand side. Remember, if I add imaginary part of a complex number with that of its conjugate, I shall get what? I shall get 0. So in order to get conjugate of a complex number, what you need to do is, do not touch the real part. Do not, I repeat, do not touch the real part. Just reverse the sign of the imaginary part. If it is plus, make it minus. If it is minus, make it plus. So let's say Z is equal to, Z1 is equal to 3 minus 2i. Then what will be the conjugate of Z1? 3 plus 2i. You just simply reverse the sign of the imaginary part. Real part remains the same as it is. Z2 is equal to minus 3 minus 2i. Then conjugate of Z2 will be equal to what? Minus 3
Plus 2i.
plus 2i. Okay. And suppose Z3 is equal to 2 plus 3i. Then what is Z3 conjugate?
2 minus 3i.
You
2
simply
minus
have
3.
all you have to do is reverse the sign of the imaginary part. And what else we learned? That a complex number Z and its conjugate, if you add them together, if you add a complex number with its conjugate, what do you get? You get twice the real part of the same complex number. It is very easy to visualize. Very easy to visualize that if Z is equal to A plus IB, then what is Z conjugate? A plus A minus IB. Now if you add them up, Z plus Z conjugate, then A plus IB plus A minus IB. IB minus IB cancel, you get 2A. 2A is
Yes.
what? 2 into real part of Z, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you will say,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
can I write real part of Z conjugate? Why not? Because they are the same. Real part of Z and real part of Z conjugate are the same. So why not? You can, yes, you can write here, but we have to just stick with one, right? Real 2 into real part of z. In fact, real part of z and real part of z conjugate are the same. Get it? Okay. Next, we also discussed that z minus z conjugate. If I subtract conjugate of a complex number from the complex number itself, what shall I get? I shall get, yes, who can tell me what shall I get?
So the real part will be 0.
Okay.
Then this has
Right
the
of
Yes.
twice of the
Right
imaginary.
of the imaginary part.
Then I will be there also, right?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
I
sir.
will also be there.
Yes,
Where
sir.
will I go? I will also be there. You see for yourself, let z is equal to a plus ib, then z conjugate is what? A minus ib. Now if I subtract z, if I do z minus z conjugate, that is a plus ib minus a minus ib, and after opening the brackets, I shall get a plus ib minus a, then plus ib. A minus a cancel. Ib plus ib is 2ib, or you can say I into 2b. I into 2b means I into 2 into imaginary part of z. You clear? Get it?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Imaginary part of z. Get it?
Yes, sir.
But here you cannot write 2 into imaginary part of z conjugate. That will be wrong. Who can tell me why? Because imaginary part of z conjugate is not b, it is minus b, right? Remember?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we also discussed that if z1 is conjugate of z2, then z2 is also conjugate of z1. That is, between two complex numbers, if one is conjugate of the other, then the other has to be conjugate of the one. You get my point? They have to be conjugate of each other. It's not like between two complex numbers, only z1 is conjugate of z2 and z2 is not conjugate of z2. That is not possible. They have to be conjugate of each other. Clear? Okay. So let's say
Yes.
z1 is equal to a plus ib and z2 is equal to a minus ib. You can see here z2 is a conjugate of z1 and z1 is also conjugate of z2. They are conjugates of each other, right? They are conjugates of each other. Everybody clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just think about it, that if z conjugate, z on top a bar, okay, is conjugate of z, then z is also conjugate of z conjugate, right? They are conjugates of each other. Clear? Hello? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this property that we have learned, that conjugate of z conjugate is equal to z. And why is that? Because you see, z is a conjugate of z conjugate, right? Z is also conjugate of z conjugate. Think about it. If I take conjugate of this, okay, this is a complex number. If I take its conjugate, this is a complex number. If I take its conjugate, what shall I get? I know that conjugate of this thing is z itself. So the answer is z, right? Hello, get it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So take the screenshot. One second. अरे बहुत ज़्यादा. Okay. Take it. Done. Okay, 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 okay. Take it,
Yes, sir. Done.
take it. Done.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Take it. Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take it. Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in properties of conjugate, what did we learn? In properties of conjugate, what do we learn? Properties of conjugate, that suppose Z1, Z2, Z3 up to Zn dot dot dot, they are complex numbers, okay, and we are multiplying them together and then finding the conjugate of the product of these complex numbers. First we multiply them, then we find the conjugate of the product. This is the same as conjugate of Z1 into conjugate of Z2 into conjugate of Z3 into dot dot dot. Multiplication of the individual conjugates. Clear? And also we learned that Z1 divided by Z2. Suppose Z1 is a complex number, Z2 is a complex number, and we are dividing them and finally finding the conjugate is the same as Z1 conjugate divided by Z2 conjugate.
By Z.
And remember here, very important, that Z2 must not be equal to 0, because if denominator becomes 0, then this whole thing becomes undefined. Clear? Collapses. And what else we learned, that if Z1, Z2, Z3 are complex numbers and we add them or subtract them, whatever, and then finally finding its conjugate, this is the same as the addition or subtraction of the individual complex numbers. Clear?
Yes, sir.
ओके. अरे पूरा हमारा घर के पास पूरा अंधेरा हो गया, मतलब पूरा
आज साइक्लोन होगा.
साइक्लोन हो गया. अरे ओझा
न्यूज
थोड़ा,
में तो बोल रहे थे.
अरे ओझा थोड़ा छत के ऊपर खड़े होकर थोड़ा फूंक दे जोर से, साइक्लोन उड़ जाएगा. हैं? ए ओझा,
हनुमान थोड़ी.
है तो चलो ठीक है. Okay, now the next property is, suppose Z is a complex number and you are taking its power n and finding the conjugate. Suppose Z is a complex number, you are multiplying Z with itself n number of times, then you take its conjugate. This is the same as first take its conjugate, then take its power n. Okay? Hello, get it? Okay, okay, okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. And what else we discussed? That if I multiply Z with its conjugate, I shall simply get mod of Z square. Mod of Z we have already discussed. This is equal to real part of Z ka square plus its imaginary part of Z ka square. Clear? For example, a plus ib is a complex number and its conjugate will be what? A minus ib. If I multiply them together, I shall get what? A square minus ib whole square, x plus y into x minus y, x square minus y square. So a square minus ib whole square. So a square minus I square into b square. I square is minus 1. Should become what? A square plus b square. Clear? And what is a? A is the real part of Z, and what is b? B is the imaginary part of Z. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So take the screenshot. Done. Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Take it.
Yes.
अच्छा, आप लोगों के कितनों के घर के पास पूरा बारिश जोर से हो रहा है?
मेरे घर
के पास में.
हाँ, मतलब अगर लाइटनिंग हुआ तो बंद करना पड़ेगा. अच्छा ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन लेट्स डू मॉड्यूलस. हमारा ख़त्म हो जाएगा अभी. मॉड्यूलस ऑफ ए कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर. तो सपोज Z is a complex number. Z is equal to a plus ib. Z is our complex number. Then mod of Z, which denoted by like this, modulus of Z is a non-negative real number. Remember, modulus of Z is a non-negative real number. Okay, Modulus of z is what? A non-negative real number. Okay. Modulus of z is obtained as square root of a square plus b square. Hello, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Where a is what? Real part of z is square, and what is b? B is imaginary part of z. It's a square. Remember? I discussed this. Modulus of
Yes,
z,
sir.
real part of z square plus imaginary part of z square root over. Now you see one thing, that z modulus of a complex number can never be negative. Modulus of a complex number is a non-negative number. That is why I have put only this symbol. I haven't put any minus in front of it. Only this symbol. Non-negative. It cannot be negative. So mod of z cannot be negative number. Okay, remember, a non-negative. And what else we have discussed? That a mod of a complex number is the same as mod of minus z, or its additive inverse is the same as mod of its conjugate, and the same as minus conjugate mod. You get it? Very simple. Very simple. Hello, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very simple.
Yes, sir.
If z is equal to a plus ib, then z conjugate will be a minus ib. Minus z will be what? Minus a minus ib. Remember? Just multiply minus with z. Let's take mod. Mod of here mod will be what? Real part square plus imaginary part square root over. Real part is a plus imaginary part is b square root over. What is it here? Real part a square plus imaginary part minus b square. Well, minus b square is the same as b square, right?
Yes, sir.
So they are the same. Here also mod is
Fine.
root over of
Minus
minus
b
a square plus minus b square, and minus a square is the same as a square, and minus b square is the same as b square. So modulus of these four complex number will always be the same. A complex numbers, its additive inverse, its conjugate, and additive inverse of its conjugate, all four they have the same modulus. Get it?
Yes.
Okay, do not forget. Take the screenshot. बेटे क्लास रुक दे, मतलब कितनों का जोर से बारिश वारिश लाइटिंग फाइटिंग हो रहा है, रुक दे क्लास? कितनों घर में मना कर रहे हैं? अगर बोलो रुक दूंगा. घर में मना कर रहे हैं कितनों का? अरे सच बात है रे, मोबाइल फ़ोन अगर तुम्हारा ये बॉन्ड हो जाएगा तो शॉर्ट सर्किट हो जाएगा, तो नेक्स्ट डे कैसे क्लास करोगे? तो सही बात है, एक्चुअली जोर से बारिश हो रहा है. अगर किसी के पास लाइटिंग हो रहा है तो बोलोगे हैं जल्दी. टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट. डन?
Done, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Done.
sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके.
Yes.
तो
Yes,
बस
sir.
खाली तो बस प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मॉड्यूलस बहुत जल्दी से डिस्कस कर लेते हैं, याद आ जाएगा आपका, रिवीजन हो रहा है. प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मॉड्यूलस. Properties of modulus. Guys, remember that if z is a complex number, z1, z2, etc. are complex numbers, and if you multiply them and take the modulus of the product, it is the same as the product of the individual moduluses. Similarly, if I divide one complex number by another complex number and find its modulus, it is the same as modulus of z1 divided by modulus of z2. And remember, z2 is not equal to 0, because once z2 becomes 0, z1 by z2 collapses, it becomes undefined. Okay. And we also know that if z is a complex number, we take its power n and then take its modulus. It is the same as first you find its modulus, then you take its power n. It is the same. Okay, remember? Get it? Okay.
Okay.
Then this we have already discussed, that z into z conjugate is equal to mod of z square. It is a very important property that you have to remember. And last thing, okay, this is the last we will discuss because lighting हमारे घर के पास शुरू हो गया. The last thing that we are going to discuss here is that note, important note, that z plus z1 plus z2 mod is not equal to z1 mod plus z2 mod, right? Conjugate में होता है लेकिन mod में नहीं होता है. You get it? Hello, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ.
Yes, sir.
Similarly,
Yeah.
z1 minus z2 mod is not equal to z1 mod minus z2 mod. Okay. जैसे इसमें होता है। बस वन लास्ट एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस इज that question is, there is a question, if modulus of a complex number is equal to 0, suppose there is a complex number whose modulus is equal to 0, then this complex number is what? Which complex
0
number?
plus 0 I.
Yes, which complex number has its modulus 0? The only complex number whose modulus is 0, the same 0, 0 has modulus 0. Remember, the answer is z is equal to 0. 0 means what? 0 plus 0i. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Modulus of 0 is only equal to 0. Otherwise, if you take any other complex number, its modulus cannot be equal to 0. It will be a positive number. But modulus of 0 is 0. Otherwise, any complex number, its modulus is positive. Can we prove it logically? Well, we can. Think for yourself. Let z is equal to a plus ib. सपोज हमारे पास एक कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है z is equal to a plus ib and what is z modulus? Root over of a square plus b square, right? Real part square plus imaginary part square root over. Now imagine, hello, imagine if mod of z is equal to 0. मान लो कि अगर इस कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का मॉड्यूलस 0 हो गया, मतलब रूट ओवर ऑफ ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर 0 हो गया, तो दोनों तरफ अगर स्क्वायरिंग कर देंगे तो सिंपली ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर क्या हो जाएगा? 0 का स्क्वायर 0, राइट? स्क्वायरिंग बोथ साइड्स, क्लियर? एंड वी नो, हेलो, गेट इट?
Yes, sir.
हाँ,
Yes, sir.
and we know that a and b both are real numbers, right? A and b both are real numbers because a b are real, a is the real part and b is the imaginary part of the complex number. They are real numbers, so a square must be greater than or equal to 0, b square must be greater than or equal to 0. Square of a real number cannot be negative, right? Square of a real number cannot be negative. So a square and b square, none of them can be negative. They are both either 0 or positive, right? If you add two non-negative numbers, and get 0 in return, then that means what? Both of them are equal to 0. बेटा इमेजिन करो बेटा, दो नॉन नेगेटिव नंबर ऐड करो, मतलब दो ऐसे नंबर ऐड करो जो कि नेगेटिव नहीं है, दोनों में से कोई भी नेगेटिव नहीं है, लेकिन आंसर 0 आ रहा है सॉम, तो इसका क्या मतलब होता है कि दोनों के दोनों 0 होंगे, राइट?
Yes, sir.
नहीं तो इमेजिन
Yes.
करो, दोनों के दोनों अगर पॉजिटिव या फिर एक पॉजिटिव दूसरा 0 होता तो कभी भी सॉम 0 आएगा क्या? नहीं आएगा, राइट? 0 आएगा या तो दोनों के दोनों पॉजिटिव या फिर दोनों में से कोई कम से कम एक नेगेटिव, राइट? So that means here a square is equal to 0 and b square is also equal to 0, otherwise their sum will not be equal to 0. And if a square is equal to 0, then a is equal to 0, if b square is equal to 0, b is equal to 0. So what does that mean? It means our complex number is actually a is 0 plus b is 0, I means 0. You get it? Proved?
Yes, sir.
This will
Yes,
not
sir.
come. This proof will not come in your exam. This is not in your syllabus. Just for to quench your curiosity, I told you. Otherwise, this is not in your syllabus. Proof is not in your syllabus. Okay, remember. So take the screenshot. Guys, frankly बोलो, रुक देते हैं, right? जोर से लाइटनिंग हो रहा है थोड़ा. Guys, this much for today. Hello.